Hi and welcome to another narration presented by yours truly, Cryptids Roost. Please be so kind as to throat punch the like button and smack the ass of the subscription button as well. And remember to tap the notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. Oh, and don't forget to share the video far and wide. This will all help with YouTube's algorithm and will help promote the channel more. If you enjoy listening to the following story, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile and drop them a line, or even give them a glowing review. I'm sure they would appreciate it. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. So grab your coffee, sit back and enjoy the show. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not. Keeper of the Necronomicon Part 2. This fantastic series is written by FREDDEGRAN, a wonderful author over on his own Reddit FREDDEGRAN subreddit. Third eye opens. Mind's eye. Jesus fucking Christ on a cross! You should not take the Lord's name in vain. According to what you just told me, it would seem I would have the privilege to do so. Touché, and I had finally found a way to shut Alex up. A task that had seemed impossible for all my life. I was not sure if I fully believed I had the blood of Christ in me or not. But something was special about me and my family, my entire bloodline I suppose. My third eye was open. I could see the Necronomicon being held inside that cave, being held in a chain hanging between two giant ogres holding it. I could sense its wicked, twisted and evil powers. This object was the most foul abomination and cursed object on this planet. My mind's eye showed me something more in this cave. At first it seemed like a Taliban warrior with a dark beard, like the others surrounding him. But no, its beard was far more sinister because I could see it moving, alive. It was made out of tentacles. Is that? Yes. A cephalid. It has a tentacled beard and bat-like wings, just like the eldritch god Cthulhu himself. They are human-sized and want to wake their god so he can end the age of man and begin a new age of eldritch horrors. Child hostage. Ready, here they come. All my weapons were reloaded and battle ready. I could have another woman and child being kept captive, same way as before. But this time I had to save them. Both I would not let anyone else die on my watch, but Alex had other plans. Fuck the kid and the woman. They are probably terrorists with explosive vests anyway. Their life matters not. The need of the many outweighs the need of the few. What are two lives against all lives of this planet? Come to your senses. It's you who needs to do that, and fuck you very much otherwise. I rushed towards them, carelessly dual-wielding a pair of pistols and landing headshot after headshot. It was like I had an aimbot in a video game. The brain matters covered the woman and her child, and there were plenty of blood on the sand. The woman rushed towards me. I could see Alex getting ready with his machine gun beside me. No! I pushed it away so he shot the air beside her. My name is Lubna, she told us. Thank you for saving me. Abdi! The woman screamed for her child, but he had pissed himself and seemed to be too scared to move. A man with a large and sharp looking blade was approaching him from behind, and beside him was Kareem the demon. Saving lives, taking lives. Please, save my child, Lubna asked of me, but she did not have to ask. With one swift motion, I let go of the pistols, grabbed my machine gun off my back and filled the terrorist's chest with lead, making his torso explode into blood and guts. Kareem seemed unfazed. In fact, he was smiling, a devilish grin. Abdi, kill the infidels, he told the child. Abdi obeyed his command and picked up a pistol he had been hiding in his pants. It still had pee still on it after pissing his pants. He took aim and was ready to shoot me, but I shot faster. I blew his hand off. After that, I shot out both of Kareem's eyes. He fell backwards, seemingly dead. Abdi was rushing towards us now. He would be here soon, safely, but then, BOOM! The boy had stepped on a landmine. Purple heart. Okay, Alex, we must help that boy. Your mission is to keep me safe. I don't really give a fuck what you think. I have the blood of Christ in me, not you. My words are law, and I am not letting that child die. Okay, I will try and heal him. And you don't have to be so rude and shout, Alex told me. Thank you, we must save my boy, Lubna cried. Her beautiful dark eyes clouded with tears. She really was a 10 out of 10, but I had no time to get lost in her eyes, or any part of her curvy body for that matter. We got to her kid safely. Alex used all of his healing powers. It made him fall down tired from using such a powerful spell. He almost passed out, but the boy lived, and he was regenerating his lost body parts. I felt proud. Lubna, the mother, was understandably overjoyed. I called in a helicopter. We were going to get that fucking book, the Necronomicon, Book of the Dead, made up of human flesh or whatever, and then get the fuck out of here. Things were looking up, but no good thing lasts. I saw a red dot on my chest. I reacted with cat-like reflexes, but I was still too slow. I felt a burning pain in my chest when the bullet from the sniper hit me. He was ready for his next shot. The red dot was right between my eyes this time. He took a shot. I could see the bullet flying towards me, right towards my brain. And then it took a left turn. It flew back to the sniper and into his brain instead, making his head explode on impact. I have telekinesis abilities, Lubna, the beautiful Arab woman, told me. You did not think you landed all of these headshots by yourself, did you? To tell the truth, I had. But it felt safe to have another powerful ally on our side. Now let's end this. Let's get that book. In the horizon, I could see the hordes of the dead approaching, now led by the undead Tommy. Hordes of the undead. Yog-Sothoth, the eldritch god, looked like a blob filled with eyes and tentacles. Yog-Sothoth knows all, sees all. Nyarlathotep, its head looks like a tentacle on its chest. It has a mouth that is always hungry. Nyarlathotep is powerful enough to end the earth, but chooses not to do so. It likes to torture humanity like a cruel child torturing ants or other small animals. Snakebeard, not a monster Lovecraft wrote of, but a powerful and mysterious foe. Its beard is made out of snakes, much like Medusa's hair. Azathoth, the dreamer, may he never wake up, or he will doom us all. The ghost of the mad Arab, Abdul al-Hazared, spoke to me. I have to snap back to reality. The helicopter was laying waste to the zombies with constant fire from the minigun. Then it appeared again. Kareem, the demon, horned like a devil and flying on bat-like wings this time. The demon made the helicopter crash. It killed tons of undead in the crash, and then the rotor blade kept spinning, killing even more, and then the helicopter exploded. There were not many zombies left. Me and Lubna kept shooting straight headshots, guided by her telekinetic ability. The demon was above our heads, getting ready to launch a fire attack. Alex grew angel wings and flew up and cut the demon's head off with a swift sword strike, ending Kareem once and for all. I guess he really is our guardian angel, Lubna told me and kissed me. I felt a burning sensation and desire in my heart. "Ew, kissing is gross," her young boy Abdi told us. "You let me die." The undead corpse of Tommy came towards us, ending an old friendship. "Yes, and I will do it again." Bang! One bullet straight through Tommy's brain. Hell of a way to end an old friendship, but effective. Felt cathartic. Alex had recovered. He, me and Lubna made quick work out of the last few zombies. Now with both Kareem and Tommy dead, we could finally go into that cave and get that damn book. Into the Cave of Madness. We had gathered weapons from the dead corpses. All three of us were battle ready. But we had the kid with us. We felt somehow he would be safer with us than without us. Inside, we save a woman. I could tell she had an explosive vest on. "Johanna, my sister!" Lubna was surprised to see her sister captured here inside this damp cave. Abdi began to run towards his aunt. I firmly grabbed his arm. "No, you stay here, young man." Now Johanna came towards us. Just like her sister, she was a real Arabic beauty, so I felt really bad about what I had to do. I kicked her in the chest, making her stumble backwards into a group of terrorists. I shot the bitch and she exploded into a bloody mess, taking all the terrorists next to her with her into paradise, or wherever terrorists go. Alex threw a grenade right into the open mouth of one of the trolls. It exploded from the inside out, covering the cave with its guts. This was my chance. I rushed towards the Necronomicon and grabbed it. I could touch it. Maybe I was the blood of Christ after all. One terrorist with a beard made of snakes tried to grab the book. He most definitely was not the blood of Christ. The book bit his fingers off and the blood began to spurt out. "I hope your 17 virgins are all Warhammer, Dungeons and Dragons, World of Warcraft and Magic, the Gathering players," I told the terrorist fucker before stabbing his brain through his eye. He died instantly. Lubna made his sword levitate and fly into the neck of the troll that was left. He too went down. Alex and Lubna began to work on getting the chains off the book. I held the book like a baby against my breast, and with my free hand I took aim and shot my pistol at any surviving opposing forces. Not many left, but only the mini Cthulhu tentacle beard and a few humans. The kid was standing next to me, safe for the moment. I shot one in the neck, next one in the skull, and the next one in the heart. Only 2 left, but the cephaloid was calling in more. I could feel them approaching outside of the cave. A shot in the left eye and the terrorist's brain splattered on the cave wall behind him. Now the last one. Aimed for his throat, but he moved. Damn, he was quick. He shot and Lubna moved his bullet with her telekinetic ability out of the way towards my head. I shot again, hitting him straight in the face this time, but as he went down he let go of a shot that hit Alex. Out of ammo, but only Mr. Squidface left. I grabbed a dagger ready to throw at him to end this, but he summoned tentacles out of the ground in the cave, restraining me, Alex and Lubna. Alex was already bleeding from his wounds, not looking so good, and the enemy troops were approaching. Were they man or demon? I did not want to find out. Abdi! Now Lubna, the mother, screamed at her son. Abdi transformed into a horned demon. Fuck, he was so terrifying that even that cephaloid with its beard of tentacles looked scared. Burn! Abdi told Squidface, and burn he did. Abdi's hand worked as a flamethrower and burned the foul creature. It screamed in pain, and the cave filled with the smell of smoke and his burnt corpse. Karim is his father. It is a long story. I told him to only use his power when I told him to. Alex had cut himself. What the fuck are you doing? I asked my guardian angel. It is blood magic. I cannot summon a portal any other way. I was already shot and wounded. The enemy horde is approaching. You must grab the book and get out, now. The portal will have power to take all 3 of you and the book to the Merlin Order. But beware, there is a traitor in the group. That was a lot of info to be dumped at once, but I had no time to think as usual as I grabbed the book and we all moved into the portal, meeting Merlin. Finally I got that fucking book, but it had cost me the death of all my friends. I met a beautiful young Arabic woman with telekinetic powers and a son with demonic powers. I had been told I was the descendant of Christ, and therefore only I was good enough in heart and spirit to touch the unholy thing without being corrupted. Now to finally meet this Merlin and his order and see how we could destroy this book once and for all. My dad's ghost appeared before me. Be careful who you trust. It was ironic. As a kid he told me not to speak with ghosts. Now he was one. A man with a long grey beard sat atop of a throne. "I take it you are this Merlin?" I asked him. "Indeed I am. And you must be the blood of Christ, and I see you have the Necronomicon, the unholy book, with you." "Yes. We lost Alex, my guardian angel, to get it. How do we destroy it?" "Alex did his duty." "Destroy it, you say?" "Pardon me, but I must have a laugh. Ha ha! I don't think there is any way to destroy it. And even if you did, you just end up as the mad Arab, ripped to pieces by unseen eldritch terrors, and Cthulhu will wake and destroy the world. So say I, Merlin of the Order, of my name, the secret brotherhood of light, sworn to keep humanity safe from terrors lurking in the night, supernatural, eldritch space gods, or otherwise. Yeah, about that. You are not that Merlin, you know, from the tales of King Arthur?" I asked the bearded and fat man. "I do know, and what if I am? What difference does it make to you? Let's just say my backstory is shrouded in mystery for now. We have more important matters to discuss." An owl was sitting on Merlin's right shoulder. It seemed intelligent, listening into the conversation like a human. "Oh, never mind Archie, he's just my pet owl." Okay, but what about the book?" "Tomorrow, you, the woman and the kids will follow Sir Lancelot, Van Helsing, Sherlock and Jekyll and Hyde. All of them are descendants of legendary people such as yourself. Lancelot is trusted to lead the mission, and he has been given the expedition map. You will go to the Church of Gens, where a relative of yours, also a blood of Christ, lives. He has the compass that needs to be used with the map to find the house that does not exist." "But if it does not exist, how the fuck are we going to find it?" "Well, that's what the map and compass is for, of course. And also, whatever you do, and this is utmost importance, of course, do not read that accursed book made of human flesh. It is known to drive men insane. Naturally, I spent half the night kissing all of Lubna's body. Her skin was so smooth, and we had some intense lovemaking. The other half of the night I spent reading and learning necromancy. Church of Gens. So, this Gens has his own church in the woods named after him? Seems a little egomaniac if you ask me. I don't recall someone asking you. He is blood of Christ, as is you. The Order will protect and obey you both. Why else do you think I have kept up with your annoying rambling? Percival was not a pleasant guy to be around. And I have deduced that one of you will be worthy of drawing the sword out of the stone." "No shit, Sherlock. Anything else you deduced?" "Well, elementary, my dear Jekyll. There is a traitor in the Order of Merlin. Very possibly he is on this mission right now, but who it is still shrouded in mystery." Sherlock's words made everyone very quiet. I thought about what my father had told me, and at this point I thought Jekyll might be the traitor. Him or Van Helsing, the quiet one. I did not trust that one as far as I could throw him, which naturally was not very far at all. Well, no time to dwell on that. We are approaching the church in the woods. Jens and his believers should be here. Jens stepped out, one beautiful green-eyed blonde in each of his strong arms. Both had enormous tits. I could see Jekyll, the pervert, looking a little too long. I was careful so my girl did not catch me looking. "So this is the keeper of the Necronomicon I keep hearing about? Good job securing the book. The Order has been looking for it ever since the murder of your father. I suspect you are looking for this." He held out the compass and it immediately began spinning. "Weird. It's never done that before." Jens told the obvious. "Not too clever that man, but very handsome." God, I hated him already. Percival pulled out the expedition map, and when he held it close to the map, the compass pointed at the sea. "But there is nothing there," I said, confused. "Oh, but there is," Sherlock said. "The sunken city, the lost city of Atlantis." Cult of Gens. "So, We shall see which one of us two can grab the sword out of the stone. The one chosen by the sword will be the leader of our team and this expedition to Atlantis. We will go back to my church, and after the ceremony and festivities tonight, me and my guardian angels will accompany you on your quest, be that as your leader or your follower. Do you sleep with both of those gorgeous twin sisters? Jekyll asked jealously. He was a thin and pale man with no muscle build, and his ribs were showing. He looked like a drug addict, spending all his nights awake and never eating enough. Yes, of course, and I will have a pick of any women of legal age in my church. In fact, I will take their virginity as a birthday present. Only if they're pretty enough, of course. But most are, he laughed. Jekyll was so mad with jealous that you could see that his other half, the mad Mr. Hyde, trying to take control of the body. But Jekyll could subdue him for now, just barely. Perhaps the woman and her child should stay here. Father Callahan and the Templar Knights will keep them safe, I am sure. Excellent idea. They need to rest. They must be tired from the travelling. I trusted the Knights Templars. It was Jekyll himself, or should I say Mr. Hyde, that I did not trust. Don't worry, we will keep them safe. The ghosts of both my grandfather and my father appeared before me. Don't forget, if you enjoyed that story, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile and drop them a line, or even give them a glowing review. I'm sure they really would appreciate it. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. Don't forget to check out the merch store. The link will be in the description and also in the video thumbnail. And if you'd like an honourable mention, send in a snapshot of yourself with your purchase and I'll feature it in one of the videos. Have you written a creepypasta story you would like me to narrate? Have you had any cryptid sightings, paranormal or supernatural encounters, or even had a creepy or terrifying situation you would like to share? Well, I now have my very own subreddit community where you can submit your stories. The link for that is also in the thumbnail as well as below in the description. You can submit your stories there, or you can send them to cryptidsroost@gmail.com. If you wish to remain anonymous, that's fine with me. Now I also have a Facebook group, Twitter, Reddit and Discord. And if you'd like to support the channel and help make it grow, my PayPal is paypal.me/cryptidsroost, and any and all donations would be gratefully received. Again, that will also be below. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not.